This movement will not be silenced. You're listening to The Charlie Kirk Show.
All right, welcome back to The Charlie Kirk Show. Andrew Kolvet, Blake Neff here in the Charlie Kirk studio. I want to tell you about WhyRefi. Private student loan debt in the U.S. totals about $300 billion. About $45 billion of that is labeled as distressed. So what does WhyRefi do? They refinance distressed or defaulted private student loans that others won't even touch. WhyRefi is not a debt settlement company, and they will work with each borrower to come up with a custom solution for you. You won't be calling some faceless call center. WhyRefi can reduce your monthly payment and guarantees interest rates under 6%, and they don't care what your credit score is. So that is a huge, huge thing you need to know. If you have terrible credit because you've been in debt and you miss payments or whatever, they don't care. They're going to work with you on an individualized basis. WhyRefi will give you a 3-minute rate check without any credit impact. Bad credit accepted, like I said. Do you have a co-borrower? Do you have your parents on your loan or somebody else? You can get them off. They can get them released from the loan. Give mom and dad a break. You can even skip a payment every 6 months up to 12 times without penalty. So, again, WhyRefi is the best. They've been so faithful to Charlie, Turning Point, the show, and we love them. You should check them out. Call 888-WhyRefi34 or log on to whyrefi.com. That's YREFY.com. We'll be back in a second. All right, welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. Erica wanted us to read an email that we got, and that is, go ahead and throw this up, 308. It's a really beautiful email. Blake, do you want to read it?
Yeah, sure. I saw, we got this yesterday from Jacob, and he says, hello, my name is Jacob. My dad introduced me to Charlie Kirk years ago, and I'm so happy and grateful that he did. I started watching Charlie's videos on YouTube and his debates and his college campus tours, and I just fell in love with his enthusiasm that he had to talk to the younger generation. He not only knew how to communicate, but he let people tell their side of the story, and he was not afraid of sharing truth. I'm very thankful my dad showed me who Charlie Kirk was at such a young age. I'm 28 now. I have a beautiful wife. We have a small kitty together, and we are hoping to start a family very soon. Every day I see more and more videos of Charlie just saying how much he loved his family, how much he loved Jesus, how much he enjoyed just working and doing everything into the Lord. My best friend's fiance works for Turning Point, and we are so very thankful for all that Charlie Kirk has done for the younger generation. We hope that you, Erica, and the rest of your family and the family at Turning Point USA continue to spread the love of Jesus Christ and to keep on sharing what Charlie's purpose was here on this earth. We hope you read this, and we know that God's plan is greater than ours. Praying for your family and team. Blessings, Jacob.
Yeah.
I just thought that was an amazing one. Erica thought that was an amazing one. She wanted us to read it. We love these testimonies. We're getting lots of them. We can't read all of them, but we do love to see them. Just how much Charlie was able to change people's lives for the better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I took an Uber this morning, and the gentleman happened to recognize me, and he ended up pulling out his phone, and he used to live in Chicago. He pulls out his phone. He shows me a picture with him and his wife and Charlie from Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, Charlie is the best. My wife was at one of the vigils. We just love you guys. We're just so honored. He was like, I'm honored to be giving you a ride. I was like, well, thank you. I'm honored to have the ride. And, and you could tell that this guy was like, Charlie helped change Arizona. He moved from Chicago to Arizona 4 years ago, and he said, I'm never leaving, partly because of the impact that Turning Point's had in this state. But he just, it was just another one of those little things where you realize just how big the reach is. And I love what Jacob said in this email about promoting what Charlie was for. And that's what I said last night was such a clarifying moment for me personally, because I was like, this is what it's for. We are doing the hard work, and our students are the absolute heroes. Charlie was incessant. He would always say, these are the tip of the spear. They are the brave warriors, these young men and women that are spreading conservative ideas on college campuses where they're oftentimes not welcomed. At least they especially used to not be welcome. Now I think we've seen some momentum here, and there's more openness to have these debates on campuses. But, and then you have all our friends, whether it's Megan or Tucker or Vivek or, Governor Gianforte last night was there. We have all these campus stops coming up as well. If we want to tell you about them, I probably should tell you about them. We've got one at the University of North Dakota I believe that's going to be Glenn Beck. That's going to be tomorrow. October 9th, University of North Dakota. Wait, that's tomorrow. That's the one. October 16th, University of Oklahoma. We got, I think, Russell Brand is going to be at that, among some others. Indiana University. That is going to be October 21st.
Say the cities because people don't know.
Yeah, that's in Bloomington, Indiana. October
LSU,
21st.
27th, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Ole Miss in Oxford, Mississippi, the 29th.
Circle your calendars on that one.
November 5th, Auburn University.
One note on the October 29th one. That's 10,000 people at that arena. So as big
Fill
as
it.
Yeah,
Fill it.
No, it's going to be filled.
If you live in Memphis, you're not that far away. If you live in Nashville, you're not that far away.
Yep.
If you live in Tuscaloosa, not that far away.
Also, Auburn, we're going to have, I think Coach Tuberville is going to be there. I believe Benny is going to be at that one, and some others. It's going to be a really big event at Auburn University on November 5th. So this is an amazing moment that we're seeing, that the entire movement is galvanized about, and I love it because it's these focusing moments where we get to talk about what we're for, and what we're for is exactly what Charlie modeled.
And exactly what Jacob's email was about. That you're so right.
Totally.
That's what this is for. It's not to, we do the debates, we argue the issues, but the purpose of this is not to own the libs. That is a tool. The tool is to allow people like Jacob to have a better life, to have a better country, and people who are living out their faith, starting families, having those families be safe and successful, and not being poisoned by all the negative things in modernity. That is what it is for.
Yes. Pursue the eternal. Get married. Have kids. Have faith. The good, the true, the beautiful. These are the conservative ideas that bind us together. And by the way, they were not welcome in so many of these places until a guy like Charlie Kirk goes in and, makes a way for those behind to enjoy these good things that we all believe in and we all support. And so that's what we're about. That's what we're going to keep on doing. And by the way, the momentum is incredible. The momentum is absolutely incredible. All these new chapters are getting started. And we've got candidates around the country that Charlie endorsed. And we're going to have one of them on next. Nate Morris out of Kentucky. Please talk to him next. Don't go anywhere.